And we're live, we're live, we're live. Okay, I need to center myself. I had a bit of a problem yesterday. Made a live stream yesterday and oh, I realized we're running on not so good batteries. Microphone. Let's just see. I should have sorted all this out before. And almost there. Input. Well, it shouldn't be too bad. We're going to go ahead with it. It's not as good as normal, the sound today. The sound today. Okay. Ah, almost there. Just got to get rid of the picture of me on the screen. There we go. And I can speak to the camera. Yesterday there was a live stream I made and I didn't manage to complete it all successfully. At least I thought I did, but when I checked, that wasn't the case. I put some kitchen roll in front of the screen because I struggled to look at this new setup. I'm using my MacBook now instead of an iPhone. I used to have lots of problems with an iPhone, and well, I thought I'd use a MacBook since I've got a new camera for it that picks up low light extremely well. The thing is, the camera is on a chair. That's the top of the chair, and the MacBook is underneath it just here. So I'm not looking at the MacBook, I need to look at the chair. And that's too much for me at the moment if I've got my picture on the screen, because I'm used to the iPhone. And I look at the iPhone and I just look at my picture. And then I remember, oh no, the camera's just to the left, and I just move to the left. But now I have to glance up. And that's like a whole new world. It's a whole new world. But yeah, I'd just be trying to, how can I put it? Put one foot in front of the other with, well, imagine whatever you're with it, where that phrase is normally used, putting one foot in front of the other. If you're not able to put one foot in front of the other there, you're almost guaranteed to have another area in your life where you can put one foot in front of the other. Believe it or not, I'm in a place where all the foots will never be in front of the other. In other words, I'm in the corner. I'm in the corner. Life has me in the corner at the moment. And well, it's pretty terrible. It's pretty terrible, and I don't know where I am. But I think I might be okay. I don't know. But I think I might be okay. And what it is, all the frustration of not being able to put one foot in front of the other. So look, you need a picture. You need a picture. How can I make a picture for you? I won't make a picture for you. Imagine the worst picture you can make, and that's me. In simplicity, that's me. At the moment, it's a real toughie. Actually, make the worst picture you can make. It probably involves death and war and stuff. I'm not in any war. Make a picture of me, given everything you can surmise from the post that I've made on this channel where I'm at. And that's pretty much where I'll be at in your mind. And well, I'd like to eat some porridge. before I go to the farmer's market and pick up some raw milk. That's my one activity I have to do every week. I don't have a thing else to do. I don't prioritize anything. If I have to go to the shops, it's spontaneous, last minute. I don't know about it. I can't plan. At the moment, I'm not able to pop outside for walks a few times a day when I would like. At the moment, it's been about once a day. And yesterday's walk was a good walk. I got something out of yesterday's walk. It was like, oh my God, I miss being outside. The funny thing is, I've gone for quite a few smoke breaks. Not every day. And there've been a few days when I haven't been able. But what I'm saying is, since yesterday's smoke break where I went out and I said to myself, oh my God, it's good to be outside. I really enjoy going outside for a smoke break. The point is, I've been outside many times for a smoke break and it just hasn't felt like yesterday or outside for a smoke break. In other words, when I'm outside smoking, when I've been outside smoking, I might as well have not have been there. So imagine your dinner, because not everybody smokes. And you say, what is this one thing? Pick one thing that we all do with dinner. We all have some sort of way that we like to do it. Is it sitting down at the table? Must it be at the table, or can we sit down in front of the sofa and enjoy it just as much? If we're in a bad mood, does it help? Does it not? Do we want to eat more? Do we want to eat less? We all know how we like to eat. And it's not complicated, is it? And while life has got in the way of me being able to acknowledge that I'm enjoying smoking for quite a while when I go outside. Not a big deal, you say. Not a big deal. Anyway, that's what schizophrenia looks like. That's what schizophrenia looks like. And for all intensive purposes, my habitual patterning, when I find myself in corners in life, still looks like schizophrenia because it's habitual patterning. What I mean by that is, in these moments of being absolutely in the corner, we have nothing available to us, one foot in front of the other, in terms of smoking, making a coffee, eating some food. And that's been weeks. I've not been able to do that. Weeks, if not months. And that's the horribleness of what schizophrenia looks like. But it's not schizophrenia for me. It's not schizophrenia. It's very clear to me what my problems are. It's very clear to me in this place when I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. What's going on? Why I'm screaming. Not for kicks and giggles. I'm screaming because I want to eat my porridge and for some reason I can't stand up. Is that my schizophrenia? Playing games? It's not my schizophrenia playing games. Schizophrenia is the label society puts upon us when they don't understand or they're too afraid to admit what's going on. And the truth is, what's going on is so horrible, you might as well stick a label of schizophrenia on there and have some fun with it. Because this isn't any fun, but it's the truth. It's what makes sense. So how can the truth be more painful than schizophrenia in the first place? Well, if someone had the appropriate support with schizophrenia, to sit down and inform them what's going on and put it to them simply, they'll be like, well, yeah, that's just me. I thought I had a problem there. Well, what's wrong, doctor? And the doctor says, well, what I just told you. But yeah, that's my brain. That's how I think. That's how I look at the world. What's the problem? And go down that route with your doctor. See if you can find a finality. The schizophrenia isn't the problem. Well, it might be. But in the present moment, when I'm here in the corner, I'm not thinking about schizophrenia and how I'm looking at the world. And yeah, trying to eat is very difficult in these places. And I need to go to the farmer's market, so I thought I'll put a live stream on and take some food, which would help me. But I've gone and lost the mustard. There we go, found it. English mustard in porridge. I don't know why I thought to try this in the first place. But it's so nice. And there's an egg in there today. There's an egg in my porridge. Oh, and I need to put olive oil. Oh, I might be able to eat something. The title of today's post was Eating Your Porridge Through Schizophrenia. Shall I complicate today's live stream in any way? Or is it just going to be me eating my porridge, talking to friends? Friends that make sense. You don't question me. You don't give me problems. Yeah. But I have my porridge and it's just warm enough. It hasn't gone cold. So we're talking about schizophrenia. Where can we go from here, or have we just killed it? Have we actually absolutely killed it? I'm going to eat my porridge on this live stream. And somehow we're going to figure out something else useful to talk about whilst I'm eating my porridge. What else useful can we talk about? Porridge, you say. Let's talk about porridge. What can we talk about porridge? It's gluten-free organic oats that I eat. Gluten-free organic. I don't do well with gluten. Yeah, I feel like I feel like I'm burning up. Like there's too much inflammation going on in my body. But that's porridge, isn't it? That's porridge. It heats you up, warms you up. Um, haven't eaten porridge for a long time, and I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well. I made a live stream yesterday. We had such a good time on the live stream, but only 10 minutes of it got aired. Because of this camera setup with the MacBook, I didn't know I could just minimize the window. My brain wasn't working. And I ended up putting some kitchen roll in front and it hid a pop-up icon saying there was a problem. And I didn't know until after, and it was wasted. Not the end of the world. We really did have a good time. We learnt a lot, and well, you missed out on gold. Never mind. So Saturday morning. Um, What's there to say? What's there to say? Well, I said it on yesterday's live stream. I'm not in a good place. I'm not in a good place. Um, I gave up for one of the first times on the live stream yesterday, and I turned around to the camera and said, I can't continue this way. I don't have the energy. Well, I do. Well, I don't. I don't. I don't if I want to keep focused on my body, on managing my body, but I can continue to talk and expel energy for the purpose of viewers. And it's like real hard work. And in this place where I am, I've really got to monitor that. And I turned around to the camera and I said, I can't go forward. It doesn't make sense for me today. And the weird thing is, I leveled with the camera, with the viewers. Not that it got shown in the end. It was only the first 10 minutes until the pop-up stopped it. But I noticed once I leveled with the viewers and said, look, I'm in a state today. I can't continue. I don't know what's going on. What happened was I just relaxed and I said, look, how do we continue the live stream from here? And well, the miracle happened because what happened before that was what I always do. I talk about 10 different things and somehow we bring them all back by the end of the live stream, and I run it on pressure normally. But yesterday I said, I can't continue. I can't do that today. I just can't. It's too much energy. We just have to tie it up all into one succinct package and continue that way. And the best way I can think to do that is to say, today I'm a mess. And I admitted I'm a mess to the camera and I calmed down. And as a result, the interdimensional present moment time presented itself. I started talking about the future. I started talking about the present and when and where we would watch this video and it would be of worth to anybody. We found the interdimensional present moment time just by speaking. Just by speaking, it appeared itself. And it made everything easier. And the weird thing is, I relaxed and continued just being in the interdimensional present moment time. And all those different elements that was such a pressure on me, like, oh, I don't have the energy today to tie it all up. I'm gonna be a failure. But the point is, I turned around to the camera and said, today I'm a failure. And the weird thing that happened after was that all those different links that I just gave up on, I said, I'm not going to try and tie any of them up, came back to me. And we had a fantastic live stream. We all turned Japanese. The whole world turned Japanese. Every race turned Japanese. What else happened? We're inventing a new fashion style, and Japan is center stage in Gabriel's mind. It's really important. We're creating a fashion trend for the whole world, and we're going to kick it off with Japan. Japan's going to make it famous. They like their trends and their fashion, Japan, and I want to create a fashion movement, style movement. I don't know what to reference it as. The South Korean style, Gangnam style. What the hell is that about? Is it all about people dancing funny and wearing suits? No, there's a proper movement in South Korea that clearly defines that weirdness to the rest of the world, but it's a movement. And we I envision a worldwide movement possible, and it kicking off in Japan. That's one for the future. It was well cool. We got to the fashion, what we're going to wear, and everything. But coffee's ready. Coffee's ready. Talking to my mates, the viewers, um, has allowed me to realise the coffee's ready, and I need the coffee. Not in a good place, Gabriel, today. Does it matter? Well, it really does matter. But at the same time, it's just another day. Good porridge. It's good porridge. When you are as troubled as I am, we've got to make use of every little thing we can lay our fingers on sometimes. Can you imagine life been in the corner to life so much? Using a mouse mat to safely thermally insulate picking up your coffee pot with. No, no, you can't. Surely not. Surely not. Don't tell me you've done that before. Nobody's done that. Gabriel's the first person in the world to have ever done that. Pick up his coffee pot with a free mouse mat he found across the road. It's a terrible mouse mat, but it's really good quality. And I didn't feel a thing when it came to heat. Ugh. So we're just gonna chill today, man. I can't do a thing else. We're just gonna chill. We're gonna chill. We're gonna eat some porridge. We're gonna have some coffee and keep it simple. The question is, do we do it all in the interdimensional present moment time or not? It just gets pulled out of me. I don't have a say. And well, it'd be better to eat my porridge in the interdimensional present moment time, but because it would be a bit difficult to digest the way I feel at the moment. Can we get it to the interdimensional present moment time somehow? How can we get it there? How can we get it there? I used to have a sign on my iPhone. I don't know how to add signs on a Mac at the moment on a computer. Same software, different result. Looks different, and this one is fussy compared to an iPhone. But I don't get this amazing low light feature from my iPhone camera that this webcam does. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and get my raw milk if they've got any left. As soon as I finish this porridge, I'm gonna get dressed and be out the door. That's why I'm making extra smokes at the moment. to take with me. I only need one smoke to get there and back, but I'll make two just in case. Why? Well, my brain isn't working at the moment. To be so crystal clear, I only need one. And for that reason, I take two just in case. It's a bit like you only need one child in this world, but since I've got one, I might as well take two and have two children, isn't it? Same thing? Same thing for Gabriel. That's my children. It's a duck egg. It's a duck egg. I sound pathetic. I hate talking about fancy stuff and money and MacBooks and webcams and money, but what do I do? What do I do? Tell me. I'm troubled because somewhere in the world, some viewers are going to watch this one day and they're going to be in a worse place than this mess. I'm up against it. I'm in the corner and I'm complaining about not being able to eat my porridge with duck egg in it, man. I know why I eat duck egg. And in truth, it doesn't cost too much more to your standard organic, and well, you get a lot more. So it is pound for pound, like the same price as organic eggs. But who in the world buys duck eggs? And who has availability to duck eggs? Not a lot of people. Who has availability to organic? So I'm thinking of my brothers and sisters, you know, who don't have a computer, who don't have an iPhone, or who have a basic iPhone maybe, and they want to become a YouTuber. What are they gonna do? How is it possible for me to become a YouTuber in this world when it's not fair for others? What gives me the right? I like to be a real human being first. Before everything, just to think of everybody. And I'm talking about MacBooks and webcams with fantastic low light features, organic, gluten-free porridge. How many people in the world are thinking, God, this guy is a... Well, what word are we going to pick? This guy's a bit poncy. This guy's a bit poncy. And it's true. But the thing is, it's London. It's London, but it's not London. It's like available in London. And this is what has made sense to my life to use. To use. I've got health shops all around the corner to me. Probably the most densely concentrated amount of health shops in a small amount of space in the whole of London. That's at a guess. And I eat healthy food. But for some reason, the rest of the world doesn't. So I'm trying to make myself healthier, and I'm turning around and putting myself here on the stage, and I'm saying I'm going to make a superhuman, superhero training program. And it is. It is a superhero training program, but I put in my superhero training program, you can't just have organic, you can't just have your normal porridge from the supermarket. No. Not only does it have to be organic, it has to be gluten-free. That's not right, is it? That's not available for everybody. I don't want to sell my superhero training program to the rich. They don't deserve it. Nah, we're going to be Robin Hood with it. I'm going to put my life right, correct myself, make myself superhuman, And where is my superhuman training program going to? It's going to go to the bottom half of the world. Sure, I could make money off it in the top half, but it'd be sickening. I've just turned the rich people in the world into superheroes, while the poor, the underprivileged, are in the same position. Nothing in the world says that London, America, Europe, parts of Asia would put it to good use. You just what? What would you do with your superpowers? I watched Superman on the series, the series on TV, Superman. And one time, this somehow this other man got superpowers, and he had X-ray vision or invisibility or something. And Superman went to sort him out. And where did he find him? In the women's locker room, pretending to be invisible. I can't risk that. That's what the whole of America and Europe and London and parts of Asia would do. No. The underprivileged in this world wouldn't do that because there's not too many women's locker rooms. There's not as many women's locker rooms to just go and do that. There's not as much stupidity, and there's a lot more nature in these places. And that's what you need if you want Superman training. So I'm in a bit of a conundrum. I'm about to put myself on the world stage. And well, I'm a bit poncy. How does a lot of the world relate to me? Don't worry. The rich will all be able to relate. Europe and America, because you're not in the dumps as much as I have, as much as I am. You're not in the dumps as much as I am. And that, if you want to argue on that matter, then we can argue. But you're not in the dumps as much as I am. I can't pronounce am. Why can't I pronounce am? I don't know. It sounds like ham. Either way, what are we going to do about the rest of the world now? How can I be a role model to them? Just another poncy, privileged European. Just another rich Yankee. That's how the world sees us, man. We're so privileged. And all of us forget there's a lot of people suffering. So, the long and short is I've got a plan that caters for everybody. I've got a plan that caters for everybody and thinks about everyone, and it's not from these YouTube channels. It can't be from this YouTube channel that I change the world unless everybody in America and Europe turns around and says, oh my God, we're a bit ill. Why are we a bit ill? Because there's a lot of people with absolutely nothing in this world. Absolutely nothing. And because of the wonder of exchange rates, what's £5 to me and might be just 1 meal, just 1 meal a day could cost £5, and it really does here in London, especially if you want to eat healthy. And then you compare £5 with exchange rates to someone else in the world, and you're talking about feeding them for a week or something, if not two. And it's a bit disgusting, really disgusting, isn't it? I mean, if the whole world, if America and Europe all signed up, said, Gabriel, we want the Superman training program, but we'll become really good, nice, kind superheroes. And, well, yeah, we'll have to take care of those that can't. Of those that can't. Otherwise, what's the point of being a superhero? It's about helping other people, innit? Otherwise, you're not super. I'm just waffling today. Nothing makes sense, but it all makes sense. It's not the official interdimensional present moment time, so that means technically I should watch the words and make sure I sound a little bit more pronunciated and proper. But I don't. I'm a mess. And it's not the official interdimensional present moment time, so I don't have an excuse there. My iPad, that's why I'm depressed today. My second iPad has died. My second iPad has died, and I'm talking about iPads again. What's the point? I'm depressed because my iPad has died. I had an iPad, and I'm so addicted. No, that's not correct. On one perspective, it looks like addiction. And the quick way to frame that picture was to say, well, what do we need in the first place? Rewind a few 100 million years in my guess, or for everybody else, a few thousand, and go back to early man. He wasn't born with a home. He wasn't born with a mobile phone, an internet connection, supermarkets, shops. No. No. He was born with nothing. Early man was born with nothing. She was born with nothing. And that means all we need in the first place is nature. And it might as well be labelled the grass. Simply the grass. All our heart's desire is to have an experience of the grass regularly, and the wind, and the sun, and the rain. Hear the lightning, go for a swim, bury ourselves in sand. And that's all that stands in the way. How are we ever going to be addicted to that? Never. Unfortunately, when we're born, that's not possible. And what are we? Human beings in the first place. So all we need is the grass. And we come in and like, oh my God, what's in the way of the grass? I can't see any grass. I can't see any trees. There is no wind in this place. It is too hot. What is going on? What is going on? And it's freaky when we just need the flipping grass. So I'm age 40 now and I need to function in this place. It's my choice. I didn't sell out and go and live in some spiritual community. I said I'm going to stay here in the mess. As a result of being here in the mess, it's very difficult to get to the grass. And that's all we need inside of us. To just go and have some grass, go and have some air, go and touch the earth, pick up a rock and chuck it at a squirrel or something. But instead we've got to function in the mess. And as a result, when I'm in the corner here, all I need is the grass, and I know that. You wouldn't believe me how much I know that. I can't do a thing. I can't eat my porridge. I can't make my coffee. I can't get my fermented raw milk ready for the new one. The old one's going off at the moment. I've got a sink full of washing up. It's an absolute pigsty. It stinks like you wouldn't believe. I've got mountains in every corner. I have to move a mountain to get to my bathroom. And I know all I need is access to the grass. Real quick access, like 10 seconds. 10 seconds away, I've got grass. And at any moment, I say, oh, sod it, I'm getting up. I walk out the door and there's some grass there and everything's better. But that's not my life. That's all we need as humans. It's not a difficult thing to find. Pick your favourite aspect of nature and stick a label on there and say that's all we need. You say free fruit from the berry bushes. That's a good call. But that's a problem if it's a berry bush, innit? Because we'd eat all the berries and then we've got to find another berry bush. Whereas the grass is always just there. Unless it's really, really hot and the grass dies. But then you have sun. You have sun. You have sun and then you enjoy the sun while there's sun before the autumn returns and the grass comes back. That's nature. Find your favourite bit of nature. That's just nature. And I don't have the grass and what I need, unfortunately. So those of us in the world that don't have an iPad, you're functioning, you're in a good place. If I don't have an iPad, my life is over for all intensive purposes. It's serious, especially when we could look at it from the perspective of, hang on a second, Gabriel, let's take some zen to this. Let's take some zen to this. Come on. You don't need an iPad. Don't tell me we should have a birthright of an iPad and an internet connection from the moment we pop. That cannot be true. Well, my set of circumstances are a 40-year-old, the few things I just informed you with, and a lot of being alone, not through my own fault. And in that place, I have to balance a lot of stuff. And an iPad just works. Unfortunately for someone else, it might be some crack cocaine. And the irony is, if I really, really wanted to, I could make crack cocaine healthy and make crack cocaine work in my life. I have a problem with pain. Crack cocaine is excellent from the very little information I know of it for pain. So if you take it like a medication, why can't that help? Of course it can help. But an iPad isn't crack cocaine, is it? An iPad's different. And it soothes. At the end of the day, it's not the fucking grass, is it? It's a bit of space age plastic and metal with a bit of silicon in there. That I can break too easily. I can't break the grass. I can't break the grass. I can't. But my iPad electrics, I just look at them the wrong way and they just burst into smoke, into flames. And I'm going to have to go because I need that raw milk for my life. We have 2 minutes left. If I'm speaking to anybody that is less privileged in the world than I am, just hold tight, man. Hold tight. This isn't the way to do it. We have to make ourselves role models and leaders and lead by example. And I can't really do that sitting here with this channel saying I've got iPads and MacBooks that I need for the channel, really, to take it to the next level. I can't do it with just my iPhone. I'm a bit too disabled at the moment. I really am. But if I wanted, I could do it all with an iPhone. It really wouldn't be difficult. I just can't physically do that. And it's going to be so helpful what comes of this channel to my life. It's just, who am I speaking to if I'm not speaking to half the world at least? So I've always got to keep it in mind, you know. I'm sitting here on Saturday morning with my gluten-free organic super duper porridge that I just can't eat. And other people just don't have it in the fucking first place. It must be. We don't think, man. We don't think. It's like, I'd like to be talking to the whole world. I don't want to talk to just America and Europe. I'm sick of Europeans. Too much in their fucking head. And Americans? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to criticize you without making you cry. And I don't want to make you cry, Americans. Big criticism about Americans. Yeah. Did that hurt? Big criticism. It was a big one. I criticized you real big. Real big. Your unhealthy food. There we go. We found it. Your unhealthy food. I'm a healthy guy. I eat gluten-free porridge. You don't. Unless you're in California and what's happened to California, man? All the people, it's like they're on a different planet to the rest of America, isn't it? That's the impression I get. I look at it and it's like everybody's on drugs in California. Hollywood, America, New York. They're pretty stressed out, like Londoners. Maybe a notch one or two above Londoners. Everybody's suing everybody in New York, as far as I know. You look at someone the wrong way and they sue you. That's the stories, man. That's the stories on the street when you haven't been to New York. And well, you've got a lot of in between in America. You've got the South where they talk different. And that's as much as I know. But I don't care, man. When I talk about America, America belongs to the Native American Indians. 100% it belongs to the Native American Indians. Sod democracy, and I'm Greek. If land ownership is based upon democracy, then let's blow democracy up. Sorry, America is owned by the Native American Indians. It's just not run that way at the moment. Why? Why isn't it run that way? Why isn't it run that way? We're all what? This has been really hard to eat the porridge today. And I've gone over, I need to be out the door when I can't eat my porridge in about 10 minutes. I'm going to finish my porridge. I'm just going to finish my porridge. It's a really nice porridge. If you're somewhere and you're saying, I just need an iPad, I just need an iPhone, I need to be on YouTube putting out a message, I need therapy equipment for health, I need a better home, man. You've got an amazing home compared to what I've got. You've got everything there. If that's what you're seeing, then just hold tight, man. Hold tight, do your best, and realize it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Find your label for nature. Mine's the grass. We have a lot of grass here in Europe. It's always here. That's why I say the grass. So yeah, I'm coming for everybody. Got everybody's backs. But I will pick fights with certain people. Don't know who yet. Um, yeah. So, has everybody learnt today? Has everybody learnt that if you have schizophrenia and you eat porridge, well, how did I score out of 10 on my eating? Was it normal eating or was it a bit weird? Was it a bit weird? Was it schizophrenic eating? Or was it just porridge? Just porridge and an afternoon breakfast? At the end of the day, whatever's in everybody's head, we all eat. We all eat. It's just not working today, man. But thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing. The next one will be better. And Superman training program, superhero training program available to all those that know what it means to be a superhero in the world in the first place.